George, does Rock's new sleek 224-pound body mean that he's definitely going to be boxing, moving, and staying outside?
It wouldn't hurt him to box and move, I tell you that. Holyfield is not a good aggressor. He does best when you bring the fight to him. So you want to move around, just step and jab, and wait until he make a mistake. He's not able to get away from right hands like he used to. Holyfield has got to make certain that if he get hit with anything, it's a left hook, because this guy's got nothing on the left hook. It's the right hand you got to beware of.
In his big win over Lewis in South Africa, Rahman threw many jabs by CompuBox numbers, 28 per round. In his loss to Lewis in Las Vegas, he was much less active with the jab, and that created new opportunities for Lennox.
It's good that Rahman is faster, though. A little weight off him, he can bounce around every now and then.
Both fighters popping to the body. In the first minute, Rahman working the jab upstairs. Holyfield sends an airmail right too long.
You see, Holyfield, he has his big punch, is that left hook to the body. It's too bad he's never been able to get that same power on top with the left hook. Mainly because he's had to reach at big guys, and that's why.
But he is being more aggressive than we've seen him in some recent fights.
And that's where Rahman can just take his time and let that right hand go if Holyfield decides to step in constantly. Holyfield has got to make certain if this fight goes beyond 4 rounds that he's landing some good body shots, but this guy can hit Rahman.
Holyfield sometimes looked slow and lethargic in his 3 battles with John Reeves. He has so far looked lively and energetic in round 1 here tonight.
Good body work by Rahman right there.
As that terrifying left hook that Holyfield tries to get in.
Let him go, let him go. Step back. Step back out of there.
That is, make Holyfield step forward. If he steps forward trying to jab or throw shots, Rahman can nail him all night. Just don't go after Evander Holyfield. Step around to the side.
Stiff left hand by Rahman. Doubling up on the jab there. Rock with a good active showing in the first round. Holyfield mashing him with that left hook inside. 1-2 lands for Holyfield. Rahman came back with a left hand of his own. Holyfield working to the body. Guys had their moments. Both guys threw the jab in the neighborhood of 20 times and landed it about 25% of the time. Pretty even looking round by the numbers.
Rahman's corner has got him backing up just a little bit, which is good. Evidently, he's got a counter punch as a trainer making a counter punch out of it. And the good thing about this fight for Rahman is that Holyfield is fighting like a heavyweight. His big gift used to be he fought like a light heavyweight in a heavyweight title fight.
So that his activity level was difficult for some heavyweights to deal with.
That's right, but not any longer. As a matter of fact, Rahman is able to sneak in jabs, throw one shot, and Evander is still in the same position. Holyfield waits to counter with that right hand.
The contrast you described, Holyfield better as a defender than an attacker, was illustrated in the 4 fights against Lewis and Tyson. Holyfield beating Tyson twice, a man who would come to him and attack, twice having difficulty with Lewis, who sat back and waited for Evander to attack him.
Step back clean. Step back, let's go.
Rahman is better turn up some power now because he's not landing any body shots to take away Holyfield's explosiveness later on in the fight.
Work out of there.
Good jab to the body. Rahman's been schooled. Whoa, and a right hand on top.
Let him go.
That's what you want to do if you're Rahman. Go to the jab to the body. Jab to the body. Make him protect his body and then go on top with your right hand.
Not likely to get a chance to get a running start on a right hand here the way he did in knocking Lewis out in South Africa.
He caught Lewis falling asleep.
Come on, let him go at it. It's the way to go.
Combination by Holyfield. Rahman again going to the body inside.
Let go. All right, break. No punching. Step back clean. Step back clean.
Whoa, good jab together. Rahman's got the better of it.
Come on, let him go. Let him go. Come on, step back. Step back.
Part of Rahman's success in South Africa, he out-jabbed the jabber in the first few rounds against Lewis. That helped to create the tentativeness in Lewis that gave him the chance for the big knockout. Holyfield will never be tentative. He keeps me.
Break. Hold him. Hold it. Break. Break. I say break. No punching.
Rahman didn't like that left hook. That hurt him that time.
Totally refurbished. Beautiful facility. It's not entirely new. It's built within the shell of the old Atlantic City Convention Center, but a far more glamorous environment than used to be the case. And big crowd here tonight. Watch Evander Holyfield in what may be the twilight of his career.
That was a right hand. That was a right hand that hurt Rahman, and he picked Evander Holyfield up by the legs to conceal it. Better make sure he get his head up out of there.
Holyfield connected with the left hook inside too. And now Rahman starts to back away, and Holyfield nails him with a right cross. Holyfield pushing Rahman into the corner.
Holyfield trying to peel the years away, fighting as aggressively as he is. Can he sustain it?
One thing about throwing that many punches, and you're not the bigger guy as Holyfield is, you need a rest. You got to take a breather for a second, and that's when Rahman should jump right back on him. You got to make him pay as soon as he throws 5 punches, get back on him.
Ever since the middle of his career, Evander Holyfield, despite his extraordinary conditioning, has often fought in spurts, 20, 30 seconds at a time, then back off, seemingly needing to regain his energy.
Well, he's basically a middleweight built up with fine conditioning, weightlifting, and good nutrition. Some of these guys are naturally big. All they are just big. Their feet are big, their heads are big. And when you throw 3 shots at them, you get tired.
So you're saying Holyfield's size is self-manufactured rather than natural?
But, everybody should be manufactured like that by themselves.
Oh, absolutely. And what about the notion that he wasn't really a big heavyweight puncher, George?
Well, he made up for it in a big heart. Heavyweights, no matter how big they are, they can't take these big hearts.
There you go! Nah, come on. Now let's hold it.
First minute of the round was big for Evander Holyfield. Now in the second minute of the round, his pace has slowed, and Rahman is back into it.
Yeah, Holyfield was able to land some punches, but it took more out of him than it did Rahman.
Come on, work at it there. Let's go.
After he finished beating Rahman up, Rahman came, pushed him into the corner, and started hitting him back.
Good left inside by Holyfield. Digging to the rib cage again.
All right, break. You hold on. Let's go.
Hasim Rahman has a strong body. Evander Holyfield seems determined to test it as no other fighter has.
And Rahman is an ex-football player, too. Those football players, they're accustomed to bumping shoulders with people, running into them, and they don't get hurt.
Yeah, but they're not accustomed to being whacked in the belly and the liver. Nobody is.
They whack you in the liver in football.
Glory. Holyfield 18 out of 28 in power punches in round 3, including many body shots early in the round, which seemed to take something out of Rahman. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, was I hurt to say Evander Holyfield couldn't pull the trigger? Man, I tell you, in the second and the third round, Evander Holyfield pulled the trigger. 2 rounds to 1, 29-28 Evander Holyfield. Sensational left hooks, good right hands by Evander Holyfield, clean punches that the judges couldn't miss, winning rounds 2 and 3. Rahman the busier guy in the first round.
Yeah, every time he's gone out into the fight, Holyfield, his corner has said to him, just watch the right hand. He believes, apparently, that the only way he can lose to Rahman is with that right hand. And Rahman doesn't throw a left hook. And right now, if he can avoid it, it looks like he can have a heck of a night.
You know, earlier this evening, I spoke off camera to a guy who fought both of them, Lennox Lewis.